welcome to episode 16 of the Cobham Rugby podcast. Good evening, chaps.
Evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
We've never recorded on a Wednesday night before, have we?
No.
So some of us are
normally very busy.
Yeah. Some of us are fresh in from the pitch, Blissy, looking lovely, smelling lovely.
And the podfather.
Not the right word.
Yeah. Podfather's been running around as well.
Yes.
Good lad.
Pete's in between the pair of us, so he's really picked the great seat.
He looks like he's not been touched at all. I guess it was because Mick and I weren't there on the pitch.
Maybe. Yeah. So we took a bit of a week off, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just scheduling.
I've got here, it's because we are a team full of internationals. And by internationals, I think that means international piss artists.
Yeah.
So, but where were you, Blissy? You were away skiing?
I was away, snowboarding actually, because I'm
too cool for school.
Well, not cool enough to ski, really. They were just like, do you want to like kind of stand up in the snow on something that makes sense? And I was like, no. What I actually want to do is fall over for a week and then fall over a bit less every single time I go.
Are your feet too wide for skis?
Potentially.
It's too smooth.
My feet do naturally point outwards. I walk sort of like a duck.
Yeah, so the snowboard's perfect for you.
Snowboard's brilliant.
Shaped that way.
Yeah. I thought, I'm born for it, really.
Well, and you've got a really low centre of gravity.
No, I don't have that.
It's insult after insult.
Otherwise, I would fall over and lose my balance a lot less than I actually do.
Wow. Well, gravity helps you and me a lot more on the slopes.
Yeah, I mean, whereas now I get nervous like climbing upstairs.
Pete, how was your last couple of weeks?
Yeah, good actually. Back down in Devon again to see the folks. Her mum just come out of hospital, but she's doing really well, so it was a nice.
Hello,
nice
Pete's mum.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be listening to the podcast.
Why not?
Really not her thing.
Not her thing.
No. Yeah,
It might be her thing if she listens to the podcast.
Yeah, I can't see it, Blissy, but I'll give it a go, mate. I'll give you some feedback.
Nice.
Good, Duncan.
She liked the Billy Tongue adverts. I reckon she's got that.
Yeah, I'm sure she's followed that very easily. No problem.
How about you, Duncan? Who have you been up to? Anything exciting?
No, changing jobs.
Oh, go on.
That's been
give us a bit more.
Pretty intensive. But
I mean, a janitor job is tricky.
Yeah, cleaning one bathroom is the same as cleaning. It's like, they've been sick again last night. Must have.
Not all mops are the same, you know.
This is it. Trigger's broom.
Yeah.
There you are.
And yourself, mate, where have you been? What have you been up to? Just sounding
just cracking on. I mean, there's a few of us that played in the Vets game a couple of weeks ago. I think we're all still suffering from it. It was
some of us played for both teams.
You did. You played about 6 positions for 2 teams in one game, which is brilliant.
You should have tried to be the referee at one point, Duncan.
Oh no, I do that every game. That's pretty standard. Don't call me
came
Gary.
and watched. I came down with Paul Hubbard, and we froze on the touch like hot.
It was chilly.
It was cold. -3 by the time the game finished.
Yeah.
By the time you put the ball
Drinking cold Guinness out there was just
Absolutely.
what you needed. Yeah.
See, by the time you put the ball into the scrum, there was a layer of ice on the ball by the time it got to the number 8.
Is that your excuse?
That is my excuse for being terrible, utterly terrible off the base.
I got 3 don't call me Garys, so that's when you know you're.
We got lots to catch up on, didn't we?
Call you something else then, Gary.
That was a good win, though, wasn't it, against Paul Lyons?
It was a good win.
Well, yeah.
We might have a wee interview actually with both captains later on. As a little voice note, if producer Mark can squeeze that into production, I think we can.
Excellent.
Got a bit to catch up on, right? So we're going to go through some of the Cobham review, but probably leaking into maybe a couple of weeks ago and a bit into the week just gone. We've got a very special guest joining us. A bit wider than Cobham, right? Extending the reach of the pod to the masses. And we're going to do a bit of a prep for the Six Nations as well, because by the time you listen to this, probably teams will be announced.
It got announced today.
What, the teams?
For France Island got announced today. Yeah.
Did they announce squads or just teams?
No.
Teams.
Okay, so the starting 15.
Yeah, so a third of your fantasy team can be picked at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We're going to come on to that, by the way, because there's going to be a
And speaking of fantasy teams,
there we go.
Speaking of fantasies.
There's going to be.
No, Duncan, no.
Sorry.
Wrong podcast.
I don't want to know what's in Duncan's fantasies. It's just acres of spreadsheets, pivot tables, etc. But we are going to have a little Cob Pod Six Nations fantasy group. I think the link to that group, if you want to sign up to it, it's going to be the bottom of the text underneath this pod on whichever platform you listen to the podcast. By the way, if you haven't already, by the way, I know there's lots of nice reviews, but if you haven't, leave us a wee review, and subscribe, because it's quite nice when your phone little pops up and you get to see the boys have had a wee chat, and off we go. So it's that point in the evening where usually we drop into an ad break. However,
but we've had a better idea.
It'll later be described as what seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
So
When we
can I
all-
have
when we wrote it down.
mystery guest can stand up, and you're going to have my headphones.
Oh, right.
And for the first time in Cob Pod history, we have the advert done by the real person.
Hello.
Nearly pulled them out.
More editing. Good.
Blissy, I'm very confused. I can see two Debbies before me.
Wait, who's this?
Oh my
Hello.
God, Pete.
Who are you?
I see what you're saying, man. I might have had too many brandy and cokes. As I see before me, Debbie 1 and Debbie 2.
Who's this?
I better be Debbie 1.
Potentially Debbie
I'm
1.
Debbie.
I've never spoken like that. You need to do 20 Marlboro a day to get even close to this sexy huskiness.
You need to do 20 Marlboro a day to get sexiness.
Or alternatively, you can eat biltong biltong.
Yeah. All day for a week.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like this.
And not brush your teeth or drink water.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I stopped doing the South African accent because it's really thrown me this.
Kind of
We
Two
get
Debbies.
Billy Tong Biltong.
not right.
Maybe other Debbie knows.
Yeah.
I've got some downstairs, boys.
Oh, God.
So, Blissy, just who's your favourite Debbie?
I refuse to answer that question. Are they yes or no? I mean, horrible record times for me. This is
This is inferior, Debbie.
Yeah, no. All right, that's Debbie too.
Yeah. Fake Debbie. I've got enough fake
Febby,
Debbie.
we call them. But yeah,
Debbie
eat,
with
eat,
extra bits.
Yeah, no, eat.
Added value.
Yeah. But this has somehow been an advert for Biltong Biltong, which we sell at Cobham and is genuinely delicious. So
Hasn't
can
put
we
anyone off.
And you
Can
can
we
get
buy
from
that?
Debbie the Imposter.
I've got no hot.
What am I supposed to say?
That's it.
Where is there the thing to read? That'd be great if you read.
Yeah, no.
Don't we have it from the
Read-
previous
Find me
one?
the bit
Please
to
read out the legal
All right.
disclaimer. Otherwise, this whole thing is for
come
nothing.
to Cobham Curve and taste my delicious.
Wait. Just read that.
Biltong's Biltong is the best choice for customers looking for a high-quality, protein-packed, delicious snack. Try Biltong's Biltong today and taste the difference for yourself. To buy online, simply go to Biltong or come down to the Cobham Rugby Club bar. If you're really lucky, I might even serve you myself.
My unpaid job is at risk.
Your history.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Debbie.
Thanks a lot, Debbie.
Debbie, you only get an XL.
Say something really rude then.
Awesome.
Thank you, Debbie.
keep them because there's a wee juggy over there.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Debbie.
Brilliant.
Did that go exactly like how you thought it was going?
Seamless.
You guys were rubbish.
It's very confusing seeing two Debbies at the same time.
You couldn't handle it.
I couldn't.
Didn't have nearly enough. There was double the Debbie.
Yeah.
We went DD.
Shall we flip on to the Cobham review, chaps?
Yeah.
The Cobham review.
Beautiful. All right.
That was Pete having a moment.
I was having a moment. Thought my Guinness was going to end up my lap.
Yeah, guys, listen to this. This is a stonker. So some very exciting news for the Minis and the club. An exclusive to be released on the pod today is that we can formally announce that Cobham Rugby Club is sending a team to the International Sevens competition in Monaco. The under-11s have taken on the challenge. So in the middle of April, they're going to be competing at the Saint-Devote rugby tournament. It's an unbelievable opportunity. So we had a quick selection committee. The squad of 12 was going to be attending. We are the only club attending from England, and I think it's therefore safe to say that those 12 folk are going to be representing England.
Quite right.
Right?
Yeah.
Looking at the tournament details, thank you, Pushers Mark. Look at tournament details last year. There were representatives from 17 countries, including South Africa, England, Spain, France, Luxembourg, Morocco, Monaco, and so on and so forth. Who doesn't love a tour?
I love a tour.
I know you do. Yeah. And those with an eye for dates will note that this is the same weekend as the Nashville tour. So the message is quite clear. If you are looking for a rugby club that is going to give you some fairly unique experiences, welcome.
Yeah. This is the place. Yeah.
We'll see you down there.
And that's it's Haddock and Owen and Mike Dennis are the three taking the boys to Monaco.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Unbelievable.
I'm jealous, but I'm also angry at Haddock for not coming to Nashville. That's a little bit disappointing.
Well, his paychecks aren't going to funnel them away themselves, are they?
Yeah, Mike Dennis is definitely going to his bank on the way there.
Yeah. It's like 12 lucky dads saving a considerable amount of money somehow.
Or spending a considerable amount of money. Lots of minis, joint training sessions recently, and some big pod fans. We were away at OC's last Sunday. Overall, we can report a sackload of team tries plus great tackling from Jago Craddock, Aidan Wilmot, and Oscar Sneed. Hat-trick from Pettigan Jr. and some strong running from Oliver Jones and Ollie Rule. Work rate is key, and we'd like to call out the relentless and occasional onside efforts. It's Miles playing at Hearn and Edward Niche. No, wait, I've missed a line. At the breakdown from Cameron Stewart plus strong finishes in the corner from Will Hearn and Edward Niche. All told, great work ethic across the park, and a massive thanks to OCs for being great hosts.
Which voice was that, Duncan?
That was me doing Pete as a posh Englishman at the bar to talk to Debbie.
That's my under 10s voice.
I thought you'd been on the Marlboros, mate.
That was an under 10 who's been on the Marlboros for 20 years.
Cameron Stewart, we call him.
Okay, so under 11's joint training session. So let's hear directly from the kids.
So guys, here we are at Sunday morning. We are at, where are we guys?
Reeds Weybridge.
We're at Reeds Weybridge Rugby Club. We had a good under-11s training and matches day, and we've got Alexander Rapley, Angus McAllister and William Faraday here. So start with you, Xander. How did it go today?
Wait, what am I saying?
I'm asking you, how did it go today?
We did very well. We drew 1 and 1 2.
Yeah.
Harry, the new one, made some really good tackles.
Yeah. And we had Josh, didn't we? We had Josh joined for the first time as well. How did he play, Angus?
He did really well. And then I also think Ryan and Oliver did really well.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they did very well. What about the referee in the last game?
Yeah, he was good.
No, he wasn't, because it was me. And then we've got William. How did you go today, mate? How was the team?
We won all three. We played very well. And Jay and Aaron were unstoppable today.
Awesome.
Running down the wing.
Me, I was unstoppable.
Cracking, guys. So did you... Any good enjoyable bits of... Any new warm-ups you saw?
No.
Yeah.
What was the new warm-up?
I think it was Hunter.
Nice.
Hunter.
And the number one. You know, like the 1, 2, 3, 4 one.
Yeah, we saw that. We're going to try that next week, aren't we? So, guys, give me an experience today.
I'm not
over
going to be
here-
there next week.
Over here at Reeds Weybridge. Give us a marks out of 10 for the day today.
10.
10.
Strong.
8.
Oh, strong scores, lads. Well done. See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah, a massive weekend of club rugby on Sunday for the youth teams. And before we start, a huge thank you to all those volunteers that make it possible. 8 referees sorted and the catering team feeding 200 players in around 20 minutes.
Boom.
Wow.
Which sounds well similar to dinner house at the Blissys, but is
And
considerably
that's just
less
200 portions that you eat.
big. Well, more or less.
Another insult, Blissy.
196 because my brother has my brother then has 3 portions and my parents share 1. We couldn't do it without you. We are also in desperate need for more referees. If you're interested in being trained or want to put your training into action, then get on the list. Duncan, aren't you now a trained ref? I've got written down.
We
here.
have, to be fair, mate, we have done a bit of a course together.
Yeah, we did that one course.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I did do is I did reach out to them. I went on the RFU website and I sent them an email and I tried to apply.
And you got a reply back saying not you.
No, I just got blanked. So I believe there was like a push for the club to drive up referees. I'd be keen.
Well, Duncan, anyone interested, contact Lunny or the ref coordinator Jason, or drop us an email at cobhampod@gmail.com. So email yourself, Duncan, and hopefully
maybe all my dreams will come true.
if you send enough emails to cobhampod@gmail.com, eventually we might be able to pull some strings and get you a whistle.
Yeah, I have a whistle. I've got a RFU Thunderer, the proper.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, lovely. So under 12 boys and coaches enjoyed even a learning day today. A 6-2 defeat by Wallingham and a 6-4 defeat by Cobham demonstrated that speed and skills don't matter much without physicality and intensity. Good point.
The under 12 girls played excellently today. Then at all occasions. The spirit the girls displayed was incredible to see, never giving up and supporting each other throughout. The game ended in a close loss of 11-9. Wow, that's a high-scoring game. However, every aspect of the girls' game has improved. They resume in the Surrey Cup after half-term. Some shout-outs. Effie led from the front, scoring a hat-trick. Sophie's tackling was dominant, and Ashni and Addie were awesome, playing up an age group from the under 11.
That's really good. Well done.
That's similar to France, right? Where they play, in France, they play 2 age groups at a time. So under 11s and under 12s will form a group and so on and so forth.
Nice. In New Zealand, they stream by weight, don't they?
group, isn't it? Yeah.
Oof, good luck with that. All right, so the 3 under 13 boys teams had what looked on paper like a tough weekend of fixtures, and it didn't disappoint. So firstly, the Tigers are in the top tier of the Waterfall Cup and produced a superb performance that sadly finished in a last minute 15-20 loss.
Ouch, sorry boys.
So the entire squad played out their skins, and it'd be wrong to single out any individuals from what was an excellent team effort. However,
force yourself, Nick.
I kind of but some tries don't score themselves. Great tries from Harry Harding and 2 from Sam Roberts. Well done, lads.
Nice. All right. The Lions were away at Cobham. Ben and Zach Sharples in particular were immense. Dominant in tackles, rucks and carries. Scrum half Ben Clark was standout, followed ably by Dylan Pritchard, who came on for him at half-time. George Taylor cleared rucks tirelessly, and strong running out wide from Gabriel Curran, Nicholas Walker, Ben James and Piers Parladorio. Good name.
Well
Kept the
done.
Lions in the game.
You smashed that.
Thank you. Me read good. A magnificent saving tackle by Riley Tubb was a match highlight, as was the composure of fly half Rory Brown. Final score, Cobham 45, Cobham 30.
Oof. Hold on, have we Have we won something yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Bad day for Cobham. Should we keep going?
Well, keep reading the results till we do.
Yeah.
The Leopards faced up a rather hefty Kingston side. This seems to be a theme. Oh, do we just have small kids here?
And something in the water.
Yeah.
They're late bloomers. They grow up real big and strong later.
Yeah, like me. I put on 30 kg since moving to the UK.
Good for you,
Since
man.
last week.
Over Christmas.
Yeah, it was a good Christmas. The Leopards faced up to a rather hefty Kingston side. After a slow start, the superior Cobham fitness told, but a little too late. Elusive running, including a 70-metre try from Amare Ogunleye, aggressive rucking from Ralph Andreas, and brilliant turnover and score from Jonty Syme should give the players heart going into the next round of fixtures. Final score, Cobham 15, Kingston 40 burger. No drinks for those boys.
The under-14 boys were in action with their first Waterfall Cup match of the season as they welcomed Battersea Ironsides B to the Memorial Ground. An intense match demonstrating nerves of steel from the boys who continue to grow, learn and play fantastic rugby. They emerged with a convincing win. Final score, Cobham 36, Ironsides 12. Great result.
Yay.
I think is that Irish for 3 or 3 tries for Oscar
Tree.
and 1 each for Max and Ollie. Special welcome to our new signing Elliot, who settled in nicely to his new rugby family. Well done, mate. Special thanks to Harry Green for refereeing.
Well done, Harry. And well done, Elliot. All right, under 14 girls were away at Twyford Avenue this week. What's that? Is that Wasps?
Well, it's well outside of Surrey, then,
Okay,
let's say. So.
girls slipped to a 17-5 deficit, but in the second half things started to click. Izzy scored twice, running hard direct lines and nil, loitering in the wide channels like all good props. Blissy. Brilliant. Well done.
Well done, Blissy.
Yes.
Scored one.
The backs needs clear direction from a voice of authority. Stay there now.
Or wherever the last line out was.
Yeah, more or less. Wander around from scrum to scrum. You're not going to really add anything else.
Listen to this. This is great. The opposition scored again to level the scores at 22 apiece with 3 minutes on the clock. B at inside centre, been threatening line breaks all game, and at the crucial moment got outside or opposite number and finished from 40 metres.
Speed. Excellent.
A worthy player of the match performance from her, and the Cobham win.
Snaps all
Snaps.
round.
Special mention to Emily, who got through a huge amount of work at second row and flanker.
Nice. So round 2 of the Quins Cup for the under-15 boys at home against Wallingham. Then, with both teams keen to grab their first win in the competition. A tight first half finished 5-5 after Leo Hill scored early with a pick and go, or pick and goo, as we like to say.
Nice.
The second half was end-to-end rugby and included 3 tries from Sam Robertson, Finlay Dryborough and Oscar Gordon, giving Cobham a confidence-boosting 22-10 win. Nick DeLeo was a deserved player of the match in a forward pack that stood up brilliantly against a physical and, that key word, big Wallingham pack.
Under 16 girls weren't playing Cup Rugby but had a development game against all relegations. It was a fantastic game with the combined Cobham Dorking team losing by a single point. Final score, Cobham Dorking 38, Old Relegation 39.
Wow, great game. Wow.
Or corking, as it's colloquially known.
Corking, yeah.
I like it.
Dobham.
That's when you only do that at New Year's.
No.
There's more. The under 16 boys continued their winning ways in the Cup with a strong win over London Irish. Full score, Cobham 53, London Irish 17.
Oh, that coach didn't have much time to write a match report.
No, but he was proud.
He was proud.
Very proud. Okay, we've covered the ones game and the vets game already.
Yeah.
So what have we got coming up?
Wait. Did Blissy actually explain what happened? There was a ones game last week.
Yeah, there was.
There was.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Next.
Moving on.
What have we got? Who have you got next week, Blissy?
So we carry on into next week against second placed Old Regations. at home on the Premier pitch. We're playing on the grass, which is very exciting.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant.
How come? What chooses?
Because
Do we choose
nothing
that?
else has really worked for the last couple of weeks.
We've just moved the scoreboard from there to there.
And they're going to move it back, Pete. Because, we're trying everything now.
Yeah,
so
Cobham would rather not have a scoreboard at the moment.
Yeah, no, we're gonna play on grass with a scoreboard that doesn't work. So we can't look over and go, we're behind by how much?
What time is that game, Blissy?
We are pushing for an early kickoff because we want to get our silly nonsense out of the way before England play Italy. So we want to kick off at 1 because I think the Italy-England game kicks off at
2:15.
2:15. Oh, damn it.
Does it? Really?
Well, so we can watch most of the England-Italy game.
Thanks.
Because, so look out for an early kickoff. It could be kicking off at 1, but if not, then it will probably be 2.
I heard that Blissy was signing autographs if anybody comes up to him and says, I listened to the pod.
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you give me a pen and something to sign, then yeah.
Excellent. I like it.
But yeah, so all Regations versus Cobham at Cobham.
Yeah. Richie Andrews,
be there.
head coach.
Yeah, Richie Andrews, old
Cup
Cobham
captain.
boy.
Nice.
Seemed a lovely old fella when they battered us at theirs. So hopefully, when we batter him at ours, he remains a lovely fella.
What about twos are at home? It says here TBC, but we'll find that one out.
Yep. So
probably the same time.
Yes, a mystery game, a mystery box, if you will.
And then Vets are playing Friday Night Lights away.
They've got a bus.
They're on the fun bus.
Yeah,
The fun bus.
The bus full of fun.
How are we looking, Sneedy? We've got a good squad. We've got a cracking squad.
Oh,
Can't wait. But if you fancy a night out in Godalming,
There's space on the bus, so come and have a ride on the bus with us and watch us and come back with us.
bus leaving 6 o'clock.
Understand if you are
The fun is confirmed in the name.
correct. If you're a spectator, though, you've got to do the mile.
I'm pretty sure the only way you can do the mile is because you're like fairly young, can do it quickly before the police come. So a vet's doing it could be, if they're kind of like shuffling along.
Yeah, but you can also, at that age, you just pretend that you don't know where you are, so it's fine. Oh, have I left the house again with no...
Oh no.
I'm just popping up to the shell.
All right, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, but that is more Surrey-wide, and it's more Six Nations-wide, and it's more Prem Rugby-wide. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, go and search for...
We haven't got a name. Send us a name. Tell us what you think we could call ourselves.
Great idea.
Yeah, we'd be happy for some ideas.
Email cobhampod@gmail.com with a name, and you might win the name competition.
We might say who you are live on air.
You might win a shout out.
You might get asked to do the quiz.
Yes.
Thanks, chaps. See you in a mo.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Rugby is the